All right, I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message and see what comes out for us today. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's see. The card for today is I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. So it says, continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow it into your experience. What makes you feel what makes you feel comfortable? A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. So, you cannot tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. So, I'm sensing like you feel, or we want to move beyond the feeling of lack and go into the feeling of abundance. We want to be in alignment with abundance. So let's see what we're looking like now, what we look like in the now moment. Why is that coming up for us? All right, it says financial success with overflowing abundance. Nine of tokens. So this is what you look like. What's going on behind the scenes that you cannot see? What is it that we need to know? Okay, behind the scenes is the cosmic scales are being balanced. So, again, this is kind of like why I didn't preface it with a message before, because I feel like I said what I needed to say yesterday about walking the royal roads to riches. I've already given you a few things to get yourself in alignment with um, the abundance that you may seek. I've told you how powerful your beliefs are. No matter what your religion is, there is the law of belief. If you believe that you are prosperous, abundant, opulent, rich, and successful, then that is what you're going to get. But if you believe that you're poor, if you believe, oh, I can't afford that, if you believe, oh, I'm going to be homeless, if you believe, oh, I don't have no food to eat, even when in reality, right in front of you, you might be actually seeing that, you have to turn to the infinite possibilities of there being another way. You have to tell a story of you experiencing abundance. Just because you're seeing, let me say, just because you open your refrigerator and you see no food, is that really true? You can be seeing an empty fridge, but if you remember what your fridge looked like when food is in there, and you hold on to that picture of food being in your fridge, food can be in your fridge. It might take a while, or maybe you might be manifesting um, a hot plate. You might be manifesting some money to buy you the food. You might be manifesting a free meal while you go to work. They might have free lunch. You might be manifesting a friend coming to bring you a plate, or your mama cooking you a meal, or your sister cooking you a meal, or a neighbor cooking you a meal. You see what I'm saying? There's an abundance. That's what abundance means. Something outside of what you're experiencing in that moment. So, like, try to move yourself beyond that point. What is reality? It really don't really matter unless you're perpetuating that result. So, let's see. What's the positive in this? And you learning that you can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. What's the positive thing about you now knowing this? The pinnacle of emotional satisfaction. You become satisfied. You tap into your intuition. You're regulating your emotions with this knowledge. You know how to now move beyond a feeling of the cup is half empty. You now look at it from the cup being half full, or you move into the reality of I have a cup. I want water in there. Water can come to me on a multitude of ways. In a multitude of ways, I can go to a lake and fill my cup up. I can go to an ocean and fill my cup up. You know, I can go to a pond. I can take my cup and go into a store that has running water and say, "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" and put some water in my cup. Or I can take my cup with me and somebody I could hold my cup out. I'm just spewing out ideas at this point. Clearly, I can just like take my cup with me and stand on the side of the road, and somebody might drop some change in there, and then I might get a little change in my cup, and it could buy me something else, some clean drinking water, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Moving beyond the story of shortage of any kind is called like being mastering your emotions, because a lot of times you may be experiencing lack because your emotions aren't regulated, is what I'm sensing intuitively, or internally rather. uh, you're not in a state of feeling fulfilled. So the positive thing about that is moving into that space of knowing that you know how to fill your own cup, knowing how to satisfy yourself emotionally. Because this is the king of teddy bears. The king of teddy bears knows how to do that. They have mastered their emotions. All right. On the low vibrational end is you're at the center of debates and competition. So on the low vibrational end, then this would mean like once you discover that, people are going to be competing. Hold on, I'm seeing this a multitude of ways. So give me a minute. I'm seeing that with this card on the low vibrational end, this is how people pull at your emotions. They pull at your abundance. And when you're at this state, you know what to give. You know how to give. When you've mastered your abundance and you're at the Nine of Pentacles, you mastered your abundance. You know who to invest in. You know how to give to people that actually really need it. So it won't make you feel like you're out of balance, or out of balance rather. You know how to prevent yourself from being uh dang, what is it? You know how to prevent yourself from being like without. You know how to prevent yourself from being in conflict, because they gonna be fighting with themselves. They looking at you like you owe them something, is what I'm sensing. Like you don't owe anybody anything. You give to who you want to give to. You know how to look for the energy of reciprocity, and they're gonna be debating and competing for what you have, but you still in this energy. You can give a cup to whoever you want to give a cup to. If they don't have a cup, because again, all the attention is on you. Ultimately, it's up to you about what you believe about what you're experiencing, because they can tell you anything. The outside world can tell you anything. They can bill you for anything. They can spew their hate, they doubt, they fear, they worry. They can put all this stuff on you. But when you know how to regulate yourself, when you're in tune with yourself, none of this stuff outside of you would even matter. Because you know that I get to tell my own story. I am the author of my own story. I am the director of my own movie. I facilitate the events in my own life. Me and God. Me and my beliefs. You know. In the next 7 to 14 days, what will that look like? With this information in your life, what your future look like in the next 7 to 14 days? Okay, so again, financial struggles in the next 7 to 14 days. If you don't change your stories, then again, you will be looking like this. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was seeing, like on the low vibrational end. If you allow people to control your narrative, control your story, control your outcomes, control what you believe, control what you think, then they will have you looking like this. Take control of your own mind. Take control of your own story. Take control of your own narrative. Your own actions. Your own physical reality. Your own environment. Take control of what you have control of. And don't give it away to other people, is what I'm sensing. What's at the bottom of the deck? Embrace a calmer vibe. Yes. 6 of balloons. Embrace that. Embrace your inner knowing. Imagine yourself the way you really want to be. Not in this state where money is in the air and it's just getting away from you. Well, you sad because money is around her in this card. And to me, this looks like the monetary ideas that's floating in her mind, that she just too busy, too in her emotions to even see the opportunities, too in her emotions to even pick up the vibration of wealth. But this person is emotionally in tune. So it's like the polar opposite. Like being in tune and being out of tune with yourself, being physically focused, externally focused, leave you feeling depleted, sad, and in a state of lack. But when you're in tune with yourself, in tune with the truth, in tune with what you believe about what you're worthy of or what you want to experience in life, whether it be an experience of um, just feeling better about whatever it is that you're witnessing with your eyes or experiencing in your reality. So that's the message. I hope that message resonates with you, and if it does, hit the like button. If you want to share something, share something. And I will talk to y'all later.